Hello everyone. Welcome to our descriptive practice question series for RBI. Today's question is, in the light of India Employment Report 2024 released by ILO, discuss its major findings and issues related to unemployment in India. So this question has been picked from the report that has been received by International Labour Organization. So let's quickly see the answer. So first of all, we have to give a brief introduction about the report. So let's see. Recently, the India Employment Report 2024 on labor and employment issues was released that examined the challenges of youth employment in the context of emerging economic, labor market, educational and skill scenario in India and changes over the last 2 decades. So this is a small introduction about the report that so that there is a flow in the answer. And then we will discuss the another portion, the very question that has been asked in the question. So discuss its major findings. We will be dividing the answer into two portions. We'll address the first part, that is the major findings first, and then we will next go to the issues. So let's see what all are the major findings of the report. So the first point talks about economic growth and benefit distribution. It says that the benefit distribution has not been equitable. That is, the bottom class, they have not received the benefits of the economic growth. So that is the first point. So the next point is the urban rural disparity. It says that the way there is an actually a urban rural disparity both with respect to employment and wages. It says that urban areas saw a higher unemployment rate in 2000 compared to 1.5% in rural areas. Despite that, there is a higher unemployment. Despite this higher unemployment in urban areas, the wages in urban areas is notably higher, comparatively higher than in rural areas. So these are the specific findings of this report. So it will be better that you these factual points you remember so that you can reproduce in answer if such specific questions are asked in mains. So next point is about migration. So there has been a shift in migration patterns with overall migration increasing, but the male migration slightly decreasing from 2000, 2008 and further in 2024. So there has been a shift in the migrational pattern. So next point, it talks about urban poverty and migration. As you all aware that there is a pattern that is rural to urban migration is higher in India, highlighting the need to analyze income and employment trends in these areas, especially to settle in slums. So this is what the fourth point says. The last point it talks about women in the workforce. So the number of women in the workforce has dropped in slums, but it has increased overall in urban areas. So with increasing expansion in education and also when there is when there is more increasing amount of skill upgradation happening, so the more and more women participation in the job market is will also increase. But it also says that the casual labor participation is more. So here it says about the wages of casual labor have increased, but the benefits, that is the the, the social protection measures, is limited for this sector. Next, we will address the issues that is related to unemployment in India. So here, what all are the issues? The first point is the stagnant nature of employment sector. So post 2019, we witnessed that there is a stagnancy in the employment sector. More and more people are coming into the workforce, but the employment sector is unable to absorb that workforce. So there is a disparity or a mismatch. So that is what the stagnant employment sector point says. The next point is about informalization. As we all are aware that almost more than 80% of the workforce in our country is dependent on informal sector. So this kind of self-employment and casual employment is very predominant in India. So this point actually wants to say that as more and more informalization happen, more workforce will be deprived of the social safety net. So actually it is not very healthy way of growth of the workforce. That is, since they are deprived of a huge amount of benefits like health and PF, etc., so they are actually being denied a huge social protection that can be made available for them. So next point, it talks about low wage growth. So here the wages have remained low and stagnant over the years, and modest wage rises for casual labors have been observed. So the next point is about domination of contractual labors. So here even contractualization has also risen. It is not limited to the private sector. Even contractualization we can witness in the public sector as well, because the government is encouraging basically more and more contractual jobs, because they need not, first of all, the time period, the tenure will be less, and it will not, there is no guarantee that the person's uh, job security is safe. And the another issue is the social protection. He will be denied the social protection compared to the formal workers who are in that net. So the absence of social safety and that comes with livelihood insecurities are widespread. And this has happened after 2018. The portion of regular employment increased post 2000, but actually it declined after 2018. So the next point is the skill set. So you are aware that India's youthful, it has been criticized that India's youthful workforce is basically a large portion of the workforce is not employable. That is, they lack a lot of skill sets that is expected from them. So here it says that we have a very huge youthful workforce, that is almost more than 50 to 55% of the people are in the productive age group. But these people, the people in this workforce are lacking a huge skills, that is essential skills, that is important for that employment. So the gaps that is there across these groups, as you can see that they are unable to send emails. These are very I have mentioned um, the points. It's not necessary that you have to see these points or write these points. I have just mentioned it. Then it says that there are gaps across the social groups, economic backgrounds and regions. That is, the people are unable to access education or skill sets or the training that is important for becoming employable. So here only a small percentage of youth have formal vocational training, while with less than 4% actually accessing it. So there is a huge divide or a huge mismatch here. So these are the points that you have to mention. And with a conclusion, you can say that ILO report has flagged many negative aspects and concerns over the employment sector, the job market job market in India. And we can say in a positive note that these center and state government have to bring about a sustainable model, labor model, employment model that can be beneficial for in the long run for the nation as a whole. So this is it. Thank you, everyone.